Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing some more Tsui no Sora Remake. So we're on July the 16th, we're going to be seeing how everything completely deteriorates from here on. I just wanted to, it looks like we're on July the 15th at the moment, but I just wanted to reread a little bit. I think this is so interesting how, with Kuen, the fact that he is somebody who would never believe, and I mean he's a fucking mafia right-hand man of somebody who is very influential within the whole scheme. I.e. he is not prone to manipulation. Yet he's still believing Takuji. I just want to revise why he is doing so. Oh my god, I hate that he talks in capitals. That really pisses me off. I mean, I get that it's to, I don't know, just indicate authority, but still I just don't like it. That never would have been the case in Japanese because obviously there are no cases in Japanese. I suppose maybe you could think that, no, I don't know. I've never seen an example of cases in Japanese. Why would you even have cases? Unless you're Romanizing it. But then the only reason there would be cases is because you're conforming to the rules of English grammar, surely. Like, for example, if you have a letter that starts after a full stop in Japanese, it wouldn't really have any case change. But obviously, well, hiragana is how all the kanji can be written, and hiragana and kanji in general, and katakana, they can't have case changes. But if they're in romanization, they can. So it's a bit weird. Anyway, let's stop going off tangent, because I'm sure you guys want to actually die because of how much of a tangent I'm going on. I find that so interesting. My god, it's just so weird how he totally disrespects himself here. The fact that he's so inferior that it's as if he's a child. God damn. So he's interesting. I mean, his entire family has collapsed. Well, mafia family, but still. Why do you not know this? Or is it just that you can't disclose it? Because maybe it has a dodgy reason as to why he lost his finger. I'd assume that's the case. God. Yeah, you've seriously got to have a shit life if you are involved in the Yakuza, and I feel very sorry for anybody who is, especially people like Zakuro. Isn't it funny that she can't tell her motive to anyone because she'd be ridiculed and she'd be thought of as a kid if she did? I'm not being rude. Well, I'm not being rude even after he completely slanders somebody. I'm trying to be realistic here. But I was intending to be rude, actually. Just because of how stupid she's being. Dude, you did not get dragged into it. You made the decision to save Kotomi. God, these translations, they really feel like kids that capitalize every word in YouTube comments. If you've seen those people, you know what I mean. They capitalize every single fucking word. Just reminds me of those. Oh my god, those people were annoying. That's the nice thing about reading visual novels. You get no kids coming towards your channels. So, I mean, the cool thing about that is you don't see any very painful grammatical errors. But obviously, if somebody's not a kid and is not speaking English as their native language, that's a completely different story, and I accept that. I totally understand that. But it's just when people speak English and yet they can't use grammar. That's what I really hate. Or spell. It's just really common in YouTube comment sections, if you ask me. But I'm very happy. What I'm just trying to say is I'm happy it doesn't exist in my comment section. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm being really quite a dick here. I should just stop. That's interesting because that reminds me of Nyarlathotep. Yeah. Yeah. Funny that the story was distorted to make it sound like they were walking and then some bandits captured them. I don't really know if criminals would have conscience, but maybe that's just to make them sound a little less less like some people who can be disrespected. I mean, I just feel like if you kidnap someone who's unconscious, like they have, surely that would be a lot worse of a deed. But these people are criminals. I don't understand why they care. So maybe there is some sort of other reason why they lied. No. Actually, they lied because of bravery. Because if somebody's not unconscious and they're trying to go about their day, you have been able to take them down and put them into a position so weak that you can kidnap them. So I think it's all just a means of adding bravery to what you have done. And then with more bravery, maybe you'll get more respect. And then maybe you could advance your career in crime and ruining others' lives. Oh, too bad you're getting killed by a Nyarlathotep. It's actually really interesting to think about the fact that before humanity was created, it's as if Nyarlathotep was worshipped, and inexplicable beings made intelligent sounds that worship them. So even under life forms that are infinitely more intelligent than human beings, Kuen is still trying to say that it was worshipped. It's impressive. Bit ridiculous, but yeah, how do you even know this? This is just a story and you're treating it as gospel. Can I just mention that? Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe I just said that. I want to actually die. Yeah. They only take human form to get power. If humans don't contemplate them, they don't get power. And it does make sense. I mean, with the H scene with Ayana, they were totally giving her a form. And with the Nyarlathotep, who was going to be sold as a sex slave, everybody was just probably in their wildest delusions about what they would do if they won her. And yeah, basically the most sick things imaginable. But yeah, it does make sense as to why they were occupying her, and because they were occupying her, she could gain more prominence and more power. And obviously she could eat people's brains as well. He's been totally hypnotized, and Takuji's taken advantage of his fear of what's happened to his boss, because now he thinks the supernatural can be valid. But, I mean, the supernatural is valid, so I think it's perfectly reasonable. And that's the worst thing. I think this is reasonable. I don't even think this is much of a stretch. It's actually realistic. And that's the scary thing about this story. Not ever something we saw in Tsubaki B, if you ask me. I thought it was a normal person. Dude, he's a fucking right-hand man of Tadokoro. Even if he was sane and not completely brainwashed, he would not be a normal person. Exactly, yeah. That's funny. White light. Kotomi sounds like she's moaning, but no, she's actually in pain. Basically the same thing, but... Okay, let's reread this now. Oh yeah, the conversation with Yukito, yeah. Her totally testing Yukito. I love that scene. I really like the scene with Riru as well. I'm excited to see how she differs to the one in Tsubahibi. You made the analogy, but it's bang on, even if you don't understand it. Yeah. Well, that would mean there's not a low probability of... Actually, no, there is there's a low probability of it happening, but there's additional measures that have been taken in order to make said probability higher. That's interesting. So it's saying an unlikely thing that is happening. You would have thought that centre of gravity being off means something will fall down, but it stands up. So that's contradictory. So one thing does not necessarily lead to the other one. What does it mean by group psychology? So alright, so it quite literally is that the study of, not the study of people in groups. No, yeah, it's exactly that. The study of people, how people behave in groups. Sorry, I just need to clean up my tabs because they're really pissing me off. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay. That's interesting. Well, I suppose the fact that so why is this the case? So how an individual interacts normally, maybe they have a lower probability of being normal because of the fact that the group may influence what they are acting like. So maybe that would mean that things could continue as they do normally, but with a behavioural change, because of the fact that there is a chance of the group influencing how said person acts. I don't really understand it, to be honest, but that's my guess. I suppose so. Look at nuclear warfare. It happened. Wouldn't have happened without humans. Yeah, true. But what about nuclear warfare? You've just got to have one person who's in power who thinks, yes, let's just blow up the world. Well, it's a bit ridiculous. I don't even know why I said that. To be fair, I don't know anything about politics. I couldn't give a shit, to be honest. So, I don't know. I care about more what goes on in my stories than the real world, to be honest. I only care about what's going on in Japan because I'm researching that for a research project. True. Yeah, Ayana. Nyarlathotep. How it's possible. Yeah, totally. But no, he's a human being. Of course he can't. Oh god, so what's going to happen now? I would have. Dude, did this happen? I'm sorry, I just don't remember this happening in the VN. Let me just genuinely check, because right, maybe part 9? Part 10, let's try. Yeah, part 10's more reasonable. Right, okay, Takuji's gone insane. Right, part 11. Yeah, part 11, looks like. So Yasuko, Kiyoshi conversation. So Yasuko at the gym, and then whoever you are, Yuka. Oh, yeah. Right, so she goes down the manhole, and then she's knocked out. Dude, she's literally knocked out by Yasuko. Because obviously, Yasuko doesn't want her to realise that she's here. Interesting. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, how? What the fuck are you doing with yourself? I get that you care about Kotomi, but isn't this a bit too much? I mean, if what she was saying about losing a finger and fucking 30 people is true, I get that you love Kotomi, but is there a restraint ever? But there's the point. No, because she's not. I'm sorry to say this, but she's a psychopath. Who would? Yes. It must stink as well. Must smell like, for example, in my part-time job, must smell like the area near the KB part. God, it smells disgusting. That dishwasher, I feel so bad for the people who are working here. That dishwasher, it has the worst smell. I mean, just getting the stuff that they put to polish, that's bad enough. I couldn't imagine working there for the whole shift. But anyway. But this smells even worse than that. That's my point. I mean, this is a fucking sewer after all. No, she'd die. She'd die, I agree. Jesus Christ. Could you imagine gang rape being the best thing that can happen to somebody? I mean, that's how you know a situation is just unbelievably bad. I like that he says Mamiya Kyo. Because if I'm right, then that means Mamiya religion. Oh, totally. Very powerful brainwashing. Yeah. Yeah, you can't exactly move her up the ladder unless, I don't know, you really over-engineer something. Ooh.
本当だ。横山兄弟お手柄じゃないか。そいつは救世主様がラッシュロと命じてたやつじゃないか。
God, you are absolutely disgusting. I just think it's so funny that you could call the foundations of a school pool an arc. I mean, how ridiculous. But that's the thing that's fun about these visual novels. They are the most... I mean, that's why IMOI from Tsubakibi, i.e. Tsubakibi Chapter 3, is such a brilliant story. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then obviously when everything becomes sane in the Kimika alternative ending, shit hits badly. Oh, I love that scene. Speaking of ridiculousness now, that scene where Kimika and Takuji are on drugs and they go to space and the rooftop extends and Amazonu fireworks and cows and they fly. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite scenes in the visual novel. That is... And then obviously the ending scene. Even better. That's such a good scene. Even if it doesn't have Yoru no Himawari as the theme. Or it has Naguru Faru no Senjou Nite music box version. That sounds just as good if you ask me. No, it doesn't sound just as good, but it sounds on similar levels of quality. And emotional impact as well. Oh yeah, it would be. You'd be fucked no matter what you do. Yeah. I mean, you can't even take her to the Ark when everybody's asleep. If everybody would be asleep. That might not be likely, but you can't sneak out of the Ark because ladder. What is your goal? To fuck Kotomi? God.
No.
True. Oh my god. Wait, what? What is Cylon solution? Dude, I did not search for saline. I know what salinity is. Dude. Huh? You know I'm desperate. No, it doesn't look like saline is a word, so maybe it meant saline. What does it do? Oh my god, she's like Kimika, a chemical warfare person.
スタンガンで運よく気絶したけどすぐ目覚めると思う。だから薬を静脈注射するの。
どんな薬だ？
フルニトラゼパム。
Oh god. Flunitrazepam. What does that do? A CNS depressant. What? Oh, to treat severe insomnia and assist with anesthesia. Right, okay. So that means that it makes it so that your body feels so tranquilized that it goes to sleep instantly. Basically, it's something that you would never want to go near unless you were very, very desperate. Flunitrazepam. What a name.
So
聞いてわからないのなら聞かないでもらえる？
That's hilarious. It's easy to understand though. I mean, I understood it instantly. This is disgusting. I mean, Jesus Christ, I get that you want to strategize, but... Well, then again, she wants to strategize and then she wants Kotomi to wake up when she's fully thought of a plan. So what makes her decide to literally rape her? Oh my fucking... I can't believe I just said that so out of the blue. But I'm sorry, I'm interested. I can't hide it, I'm actually quite interested to see her thought process.
とりあえず琴美先輩はここに縛っておく。救世主様が拝見するのならばご足労だけどここに来てもらう。交渉だよ。
Right. Well, she's no stranger to negotiations, so... Wow, look at all of these people. These guys look so... Oh my god. I don't know why, but I thought that person was Sonozaki Mion for a second. I don't even know who this guy looks like. You look really odd. This guy looks like a nerd. I don't know about this guy. His eyes are very far apart. It's about the only thing interesting. I love that she is full of total shit when she's saying... Well, she's full of total shit in her words, but she's talking to somebody full of total shit. God, she's saying it in front of everybody as well. Yep.
はい。暴れる患者とかに注射しておとなしくさせるぐらいの薬ですので。
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, people realise how properly sick she is now. It just matters that he's done it.
なぜここに連れてきていない？
貯水タンクで寝てまして、 救世主様が来てくださればお見せできます。
まず私自ら赴かなければならない。
そうだ、ここに連れてこい。気絶している人間は
Funny that she's converted doesn't surprise me at all.
武井の死体は運んだが、
死体と気絶している人は違うでしょう。
Oh yeah, I forgot that somebody was already killed here. True. I see that.
もういい。目が覚めてからここで浄化させてやるか。
浄化ってあの清川先生にやっていたやつでしょ
Oh
うか。
god.
ああ、そうだ。
救世主様、ご褒美いただけませんか。
ご褒美。
はい、私は救世主様が拉致を考えていた若月琴美を捕まえました。
それで
浄化は私に全てやらせていただけないでしょうか。ふざけるな！お前は何様のつもりだ！
Dude, you fuck off. Don't kill my ears. Oh my god. Yeah, funny that she's here. It's a good means of exerting power and authority in a place like this, in a cult.
救世主様が全てをお決めになる。お前ごときが出しゃばるな。その口を閉じてとっとと退散しろ。
God.
いいえ、退散しません。
貴様、
Exactly.
救世主様に歯向かう気なのか。
歯向かうわけではありません。ただこの女に関しては私の因縁が深すぎて他の人間の手に渡ることが許せません。
Why would you say that?
それは私とて同じだ。貴様のようなひよっこよりもよほど私と若月琴美の因縁は深い。
Yeah, sure thing. No, you're not. A kid like you.
お前らの個人的感情などどうでもいいから、とりあえずそいつが逃げられないように服を全部燃やして。
You are so disgusting.
目覚めたらお前らが犯して構わん。
You are just unbelievable.
やった若月琴美とやれる。
If Yasuko is there, no, you do not get to do it with her.
俺憧れだったんだよ。できるとかマジで信じられないんだけど。
Well, keep dreaming, because it will never happen.
横山、いつ頃こいつは目覚めるんだよ。
この女は私の獲物だ。お前らには渡さない。無本です。裏切りです。こいつは敵になり下がったのです。救世主様、こいつを成敗させてください。
God, these people are insane. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're in the 21st century. Actually, we're in the 20th century, just barely, but still, I hope you get what I mean. Treason and insurrection! This one has fallen to become an enemy of the Saviour. Kyuseshu-sama, please pass judgment upon her. Dude, she has a stun gun. What are you doing? Well, to be fair, it would be good for long range, I suppose. Yeah. Isn't it interesting that?
こいつを成敗させてください。すぐに終わります。
I find it funny to think about the fact that he totally uses all of his disciples as a means of getting his own way, really. He doesn't care about their individuality. He just cares about how they serve him. Oh god. That's actually quite threatening.
例えばですよ、救世主様。あなたの前であなたへの忠誠度を見せつけるために指を一本ずつ折ってみたらどう思いますか？バカバカしい。そんなことできるわけが。
She's a suck. No! You're telling me she's already done it? Dude, what the fuck? And do you know what's even worse? This person is sane. She's not completely brainwashed. I mean, I always thought that her connection to Kotomi was unhealthy, but you now have one less finger. You were gonna live. I mean, okay, let's just imagine the world doesn't end on the 20th. You're probably gonna live until, like, I don't know, 30, 40. I can't imagine her living a full life, to be honest. I feel like her life, if it goes wrong, she'd be prone to suicide. But no, let's say she lives a full life. You have changed the entirety of your future. Just in the matter of a few seconds. God, that must hurt. Oh my god, stop.
聞いても違ったか。自分の指を折るなんて。
That's something. That's really quite something. People like these to ask that. I mean, that shows the proper extent of how nuts. Well, no, not nuts. How determined Yasuko is.
うるさい。あんたらの島の世話は全部私がやってあげるから。
横山が？
Oh, now she's diverting the focus.
そう。満足できなかったら琴美先輩を犯してもいい。ただし、それ以上できないまで私が耐えたら、琴美先輩は私のもの。何を勝手なことを。
You're doing it again.
なんでまた。それ。
また。
救世主様に信じてほしいからですよ。どうせ肉体はこの世界に置いていくのでしょう。だったら夢なんて何もなくても問題ないじゃないですか。だけど。
Dude, fucking stop. You are such a manipulative asshole. Use that power. Divert the conversation. Just don't break your fucking fingers. No, not break them off. Rip them off. Oh yeah, it must be disturbing. Good point.
救世主様、いかがいたしましょうか。
God, she is so irritating.
別に好きにすればいいよ。
そんな。 えませんと。
そうだな。野崎さんは若月さんに何かしら恨みがあるのでしょう。
Do you harbor some kind of grudge towards Wakatsuki? Hard question to answer. Ooh, I don't know. I could answer anything else and it would be more easy.
恨みと言いますか。
Yes, you do.
こいつが危険という話でして。
最低限の制裁は君の裁量で決めていいよ。ただし若月琴美を捕まえたのは横山やす子なんで、彼女自身にやらせてあげるといいさ。
横山がやるのですか？
だってこの手柄は横山のものだし。
Reasonable. I mean, she's literally broken her fingers. And obviously, Kotomi's got here. Obviously, it sounds as if she's kidnapped Kotomi here, but she hasn't. Well, she still stopped her in her tracks, and she's literally prepared weapons as well, i.e. sleeping drugs. I mean, she has done a lot of work, let's be honest here.
それでしたら、もし私に命じていただけてたら、私だってすぐにでも若月琴美を捕まえてみせましたよ。
Well, she has her own way in the world. She doesn't have to completely be directed in order to make an action.
でも命じられたのは横山やす子だ。
Yeah.
だから彼女の手柄だ。何？それが君的には不服なの？
不服というわけでは。
I hate people like these, man.
わかった。お前の好きにしろ。ただ、絶対にその女は犯せよ。
Is this Satoko? Kitami Satoko's voice actor? Sounds like her. I mean, let's search it up. Nozaki Kimika. Oh yeah, I've got to be careful. Right, characters. Nozaki. Ayane Mako. I don't think so. No, she's not done anything in Tsubakibi. Alright. Oh shit, so the only character we haven't seen in the VN is Ryuru. Wow. Like the only main character. That's quite cool. I'm excited to see her. You are so disgusting. Jesus fucking Christ. I think it's interesting to think about the fact that the human expression, a person's true heart, really leaks out in a crisis, or obviously reworded to my own personal way. That's not the exact wording, but yeah. What they do in crises or situations that are in general that really deviate from the normal, it shows a lot about their personality, and this just shows that she is ruled by her grudges, and without rules she thinks there is no mercy. How could you do this? I mean, I get that she's better at you in Kendo, and Kendo means a lot to you, but does that mean ruining her life is right? How sick are you, man?
はい、間違いなく犯しておきます。
Oh my god, she actually does as well.
ってお前勝手に決めてるんじゃねえよ。俺たちは若月と。
We're not getting her.
救世主様、 まだうるさいのでもう一本ぐらい指を折っていいですか？
知るか。
Doesn't even care. Isn't that interesting?
私の言葉は救世主様の決定と同じだ。全員黙れ。だそうですよ。
まあいいじゃん。この人数を満足させるとか物理的に無理だし、横山をやってから若月やりゃいいじゃん。
Jesus.
まあ確かに横山ともやりたいのはやりたいんだけど、だったらいいじゃん。こいつ多分納得しないと若月どころか自分すらやらせない気だぜ。
These people are such losers.
そんなの無理やり犯せばいいじゃん。
そいつ少なくともスタンガンは持ってるぞ。
She's also in the
かなり
room.
危なそうなやつ。
マジで？
そうだから先にそいつとセックスして下手ばらしてから若月とはやった方がいいぞ。
Yeah, they're just coming here for the sex. It's interesting that, and the illegal conditions. Yeah, I totally agree, and it's interesting how this differs. And this was the case in Tsubaki B, I bet you anything, but the only thing is obviously in Tsubaki B, even the people who join sex just for sex, they will be converted because of the fact that because Takuji says speeches, and also he uses drugs a lot more in order to make people be convinced about his viewpoints.
若月に関してはお前が手を下していいが、だが他の連中を止める気は私にはないぞ。分かってますよ。全員ちゃんと満足させますよ。
Jesus Christ.
おいおい、信者全員を一人で満足させるとか物理的に無理だろう。
She's used her
さっさと
body
始めようぜ。
a lot before, so it won't surprise me if she can.
ただし私もそれ相応の用意させてもらいますよ。
用意？
はい、皆様をすごく気持ちよくするための道具です。
The fuck is locks of anti-inflammatory drug. Relieving pain, reducing inflammation, and bringing down a high temperature. Right. Yeah, do. Oh yeah, funny that she has that. Jesus Christ. Yep. Yep. A lot of times, let's just say. God. And you would do all of this for Kotomi. It's unbelievable.
とりあえず場所を箱舟の中央に移しましょう。
It's interesting to think about the fact that Kimika tries to start an argument. She thinks that Yasuko being so close to the girl and obviously making it so that not any other people were the savior can see Kotomi, but obviously nobody can fuck her and nobody can do any torturous acts, including Takuji, to her. So, yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting how she twists it. Don't particularly care. Isn't that funny? God, the sense of depravity in this visual novel, it's unbelievable. Isn't it interesting? So everything about cleansing, and then Kimika just totally takes the situation, and then Yasuko acts in order to defy Kimika. It's just funny how neutral Takuji is, and it's really funny that all of these people were involved. All of these people are involved, and Takuji is just watching their movements unfold. He's not actually someone who has much involvement whatsoever. Now, what I find really interesting about all of this is the fact that we have just the extent of depravity as well. You want to save somebody from the world. You want to save them from the world that is a lie, the one that is filled with injustices that are passed off as normal, like, for example, the lie of equality and the lie of freedom. You want to make them completely become deprived themselves so that they lose their humanity and their involvement in said world. You want to completely ruin them because you're fucking disgusting. There's no other way of putting it. You are a disgusting human being. Not you who is watching the video. I'm talking to Takuji here. Ah, yes, because Mamiya Takuji is definitely watching this. Oh, God. Why do I always go on such bad tangents in this Let's Play? I swear to God. Oh my God, Yasuko. Also, fucking hell. That's insane. The fact that she can actually bear this pain. She's properly strong, and that just shows the gang life that she's lived, if you ask me. It's just an indication of it. Yeah, guard her. Kotomi is unguarded right now. If Yukito really was the hero that she deserved, she would not be unguarded for long. Yep, it is going to be hell, I totally agree. Oh God, oh God.
じゃあ俺から。
Well, you're very... It's very frank about what is being shown here. Oh God. I'm just going to turn my audio off for safety. God, that's disgusting. Yep. So this is basically what happened to Kagami, but obviously in a different setting. Yeah, God. This must be... I feel so bad for her for having to do this. It's her own fault, but at the same time, it's just ridiculous. She is kind of saving Kotomi's life here, but still she's traumatizing herself by doing the same thing. Well, no, she can't get through this without being traumatized. She's had too many sexual experiences to get traumatized, if you ask me. Actually, no, I can't say that for certain. But I think that makes it less likely. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest, but okay. Oh my God. Oh God, here we go. Time for hell. Oh God. Interesting that she can use the fact that she's done it for years as reassurance. She devalues herself and she tries to think without emotion so that she can get through this awful event. Oh, Jesus, he's totally trying to get them off. My God. Isn't it interesting that she's saying ridiculous lines even by her standards, but at the same time, said ridiculous lines makes it so that she is more immersed in emotionless sex, really. Oh, God. Of course it would. Okay, children. Imagine if she's going to do like a, I don't know, like a sex, she's going to do multiple people simultaneously. I wonder if that's actually possible. Yeah. At least these people would stop having childlike, well, they are reduced to animals here, let's be honest, childlike things that are being said, like, it's me first, me first, me first. Yeah, I can't make your turn. Because sex is reducing them to animals. And it is degrading them as human beings, even though they are already very degraded. They are just making them go down a path of depravity that they have already gone down. They're just going lower now. Oh my God. How many people has she done this to now? What a distasteful image. And with Kiyokawa! Oh my God, these guys fucked their teacher. That's so weird. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh God, that's gross. You really, really need to vomit and just spit as much as you can when you get out of here. And wash your fucking mouth, Jesus Christ. Oh God, this is so disgusting. To think that she'd do all of this for Kotomi, it's unbelievable. But these people are total kids. She's satisfying their desires so that they don't go near Kotomi, and they feel like they've got enough from her. What she's going to have to do in order to make said goal come into reality, that's another question. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. That's bad. Oh, God. So, really extreme method of, well, jerking off. And then another person wants to try and do it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is sick. Oh, God. They're not even giving her any time to breathe. Ugh. This censoring, can I just mention, is so bad. I don't get why it's there, to be honest. It does barely anything. I totally agree. My mouth is being used as a toy. I agree. It's as if it's an inanimate object. They have no concerns for the fact that somebody is using said mouth, and this mouth is all of the things that they are doing are being felt by another. So awful. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe this was a mistake. Jesus Christ, he's just thinking this. You should, yeah, I agree. But then again, I mean, if she took her clothes off, then I think it would be a lot worse than what's happening now, because people would want to take advantage of her body. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. What she's doing is unbelievably disgusting. Ironically, it's less disgusting than what she could have done. I mean, that is just genuinely surprising, but it's true. Oh, Jesus. This image just gets more and more distasteful the more you let this CG, the more you play. I mean, of course. Oh, oh no. If one person says something, all of them will behave in order to reflect the desires of one person, and now they want to fuck her. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Honestly, a smart move. Oh, she's fucked up. Oh. True. Dude, they don't even ask for her consent. These people are insane. And they are not even on drugs as well. I think that's... Let me just sink in on that fact. They are not on drugs. What proper, not only evil, but depravity as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. This is sick. How long does this go on for? Oh my God, it goes on for a long time, right? Ugh. This is the last thing I want to read. What am I doing? Why am I making such weird noises? God, she's really putting on a facade just to make her sound as if she is really enjoying this, just so that it ends quicker, I think. It's so degrading, this. It's unbelievable. Yeah, she really is acting like one. What the fuck? Yeah, my God, she really, really is on a timer, because the thing is, so many people are doing this to her that her body will give in eventually. And then what will they do to her? That's the question. That doesn't really deserve contemplation because of how fucking disgusting it is, let's be honest. Oh god. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Oh my, you are disgusting. I think this is the first time in any of these visual novels that we've actually had any mention of protection. Yeah, this sick little shit. He's just thinking about his own gain. He wants to feel good. He doesn't even care a single bit about anything that Yasuko may feel, i.e., he will have no protection while doing this. Fucking ridiculous. She's always trying to deflect people from... Sorry, prevent people, not deflect. Prevent people from fucking her. You know where? Just because she doesn't want it. Fucking disgusting. I just find it so funny how she sounds so like she's enjoying this so much and yet how fake it is. God, you are insane. It's time for your. This guy talks so weird. Oh my god, I shouldn't have just drunk water. Oh god, I feel sick. I've really physically exerted myself at work, so I feel a little faint while reading this. So I really don't want to feel sick. And I'm cold as well. Like, physically exerted as in a lot of exercise. And movement. Oh my god, man. You can't control their lust, no. Let's be honest, they're kids in adults' bodies. Actually, saying they're kids is kind. They're animals. Yeah, agreed. You are their marionette, if anything. But normally marionettes are controlled with hands. You don't... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm never going to finish that sentence. I was going to try and be funny, but it's just a bit sick. Oh. She's getting cummed inside for the 10 billionth time? This is awful. Her body is giving her a lot of stimulation, yet she's genuinely trying to stop them, to ask them to not, obviously, come inside her. But she can't talk because she's obviously being made to feel good. I mean, this is just disgusting in so many levels. It really shows what human beings will do when there's no laws to stop them. Well, deprived human beings. When is this going to end? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Pills, what? Oh my god, what is she doing to herself? I've heard of that word before. Something that stimulates sexual desire. Oh, Jesus. At least it's a painkiller, but still. She's really desperate. God damn. Oh, God. Why is the main theme playing here? Not really something I expected. God, you can just tell in her moans that she's finding this so hard to continue with. Ugh, and the readers are just thinking, when is this going to be over? Unless the readers are enjoying it. Which, well, I mean, I really don't see how people could enjoy something like this, but they probably are. Yeah, fair. Holy shit, she's feeling like this even though she's taken a painkiller. God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. This is so inhumane. Hang on a second. Is this Hasaki's voice actor? No, it can't be. You're disgusting. Jesus. God, so you're losing your sense of reason just so that you can appeal to these guys. Fucking hell. That's so awful. Oh, God. Jesus. How many people is she entertaining at once? Jesus Christ. I'm just genuinely surprised it's possible to do something like this. This shows the proper power of mind break drugs, and also, well, I don't know, shows what Yasuko is willing to do for Kotomi and how ridiculous she is. Yeah, because you're on drugs, man. God. If we keep going, I'll die, is what she's saying here. Yeah, she's going insane, I see that. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. God, her brain really is melting too much. I can see what she's saying. What? The scene's over. Holy shit. So that's how it ended. I was questioning how it was going to end. I mean, Yasuko can't exactly resist because these people were just using her like a toy. Not like a toy, sorry, as a toy. My bad. In not wording that the best. Because that is what is happening, let's be honest here. Yeah. Oh, I don't blame her. Yeah. Get all of that shit out of you. Yeah. I mean, you can't necessarily get all that's inside your belly out, but... Or maybe you can, I don't know, I haven't... I'm not sick, I don't look into these sort of things. No, I'm not sick, and I'm also not a biology student. Biology is literally my least favourite subject. Actually, no, it's not, but it's one of my least favourites, so I don't look into stuff like this. Oh, that was such a painful read. God damn. I have never seen such a disgusting just gangbang, really. Oh god, I wish I could just be, I don't know, cleansed. Do you know how I'd be cleansed? If somebody told me, I don't know, told me that I never actually read this scene and it was just all in my head, and objectively this scene doesn't exist, and Yokoyama Yasuko's chapter is actually an innocent chapter where she has a romantic love with Kotomi that's not wrong whatsoever. I don't fucking know. Oh, I'm happy that's over though. God. Let's see some content that's not sexual now. Please. I beg you. Ugh. Actually, let me just have a break first. I know this is not really the best, well, it's suitable given the context, but it's just a bit odd to say after an H scene, but it's better out than in. And when I say that, I'm talking about all of the things that are inside her now. And another thing that could go into another thing. It's better it not going into said thing because that's disgusting. But it still happens. Oh god. Well, somebody's getting pregnant, let's just say that. And if she's not, she's incredibly lucky. Or she's had an abortion, I don't know. What? Why? You're vomiting. I don't understand.
Yasuko, 大丈夫か?
You can really tell that Kiyoshi is a sane brother. I'm very happy that he didn't join in on the bandwagon, and it's interesting that he's not being immersed by the atmosphere whatsoever. He totally realises how low these people are as well. It's interesting that they have a lot of emotional intelligence between them. Obviously, despite what Yasuko is doing for Kotomi. She has a... Well, no, she does have emotional intelligence. It's just a question of whether what she is doing is really the most good thing. I mean, okay, I'm sorry, but she's prioritising Kotomi over her own health, her future, her fingers. Yeah. Lol, no. Yeah, of course. Oh, fucking hell. So you've just been used like a prostitute would be. Well, I don't even know if a prostitute would be like that, used like that. I think, if anything, that's... Well, I think that's even... I don't even think a prostitute would be used as horribly as how she's been used here. Yeah, but now she's going to become a drug addict. 2 for the price of 1. Fucking hell. This is very, very ugly. What? I don't... What does it mean to blast meth? Alright, so if you shoot a drug by injecting it into you, okay. I've never heard of that slang before. Yeah, so now you're becoming a meth addict. Great. Fucking hell. I mean, I'm sorry, but in a case like this, is it better to faint or not? I don't know. Well, yeah, actually, of course it is. I mean, sure, you're going to faint, but you're going to wake up again, and you're not going to be addicted to drugs. But now she's getting addicted to illegal drugs so that she can... so that she can stop the pain of her fingers. Dude, just find another fucking way. You're so talkative. This is ridiculous what she's done. I mean, I'm sorry, but her pain, to a certain extent, she deserves this pain because of how unrealistic and reckless she's been. I mean, I just think this is so horrible. And it properly shows the consequences of not caring about yourself enough.
とりあえず手出せ。
Yeah, and he's not even questioning it.
何
Good.
こんなのいつ用意したの？
お前何十時間セックスしてたと思うんだ。
Of course she's gonna faint then. I'm impressed that she's actually got enough blood supply to live. After that much. She's not become a mummy. Like, not that way, but like a mummy as in all of the blood has been drained, so much so that she looks like one.
薬でごまかしてたから時間はよくわからない。
This is insane. This is nothing short of insane.
お前がやっている間に保健室から一式持ってきた。
I'm happy that he's protective.
何やってるんだよ。少しでも琴美先輩から目を離すなよ。
You are. I'm sorry, but you are ridiculous. Have some sort of respect for yourself, please. These people are just... They are on another level. They really are. I mean, Kiyoshi's perfectly normal. But... Disgusting.
すまん。
For your own good, man.
変な感じ。
何が？
こうやって手当てしてもらうの。
He's like a doctor.
兄弟だろ。妹の体を心配ぐらいする。
私たちそんな関係じゃないじゃん。
What?
分かっているよ。分かっているからお前の言うこと聞いているんだろ。
そっか。そうだよね。
What does she mean by this? Is it because they've had incest or what?
.なんで謝るんだ。
いやさ、こういうのが普通の兄弟の関係。
Oh, you did. Totally.
それをすべて壊したのは私だし。
You did, sure, but just be happy that you can have a normal relationship. If I'm going to be honest, they've always... I mean, for a lot of the time after their sick dad was destroyed and murdered, they have been able to connect genuinely a bit more, and Yasuko's been able to stop using him. They really talk honestly, if anything. I think Yasuko and Kiyoshi are... Well, Kiyoshi's probably the most honest person in Yasuko's life.
いや、別に安子が壊したわけじゃないよ。俺が不甲斐なかったのが一番の原因だ。
へえ、そんなこと思ってたんだ。
Interesting.
俺が勇気を出して父親を殺していればよかったんだ。
Dude, I can see that, but...
単に私に抜いてもらうのが気持ちいいから従っているのかと思ったよ。
罪悪感ぐらいあった。
罪悪感が芽生えるようにしたんだからそりゃ当然だよ。ただ自分が不甲斐ないと思ってたとは思わなかった。
What
岐阜がお前を犯し続けていたのを黙って見続けていた。
I can see why he thinks he's a coward and incompetent. Yeah, fair.
そりゃあいつの方が力強かっ
And
た
that
し、
too, yeah.
まあ今の清なら勝てるだろうけどさ。
あの地獄から抜け出したのはお前の力だ。
Fair. Not necessarily physical.
あんたのチンコをシコシコしたりなめなめしてあげて手なずけてね。
ああ、
Yeah, proof that they don't have a good relationship.
俺が自分
Well,
の
no,
意
not
志
a
で
good relationship. They do have a good bond, but proof that it's just very, very inhumane, this bond. It's just so sick to think about the fact that this person is so bad that they both feel as if murder is the only solution. But it's totally reasonable why they think that.
だけど俺は何もできなかった。
それはさ、許してあげなよ。
許す？
そう、許してあげな。そしてこれが終わったら、あんたは全てを忘れなさい。
どういうことだ？
だからさ、あんたが抱いている罪悪感というのは私が植え付けたものでしかないから。でもそれは私の願いが叶えば枯れてもいい呪いなんだよ。
願いが叶えば枯れてもいいってなんだよ。
そのまんまの意味。すべてが終わったらこの馬鹿げた騒ぎから離れなさい。
お前はどうする気なんだ？
とりあえず琴美先輩を犯してから考える。
犯すって本気なのか？
Yeah, seriously.
当たり前じゃん。何のためにここまで私がやったと思ってるの？
It's insane.
若月琴美を助けるためかと思ってる。
Seriously.
まさか私の心はそこまでできてないわよ。
Yeah.
仏の心であそこまで耐えられるわけない。琴美先輩を奪うために全てやった。
You're disgusting. Yeah, and it's interesting that she originally wanted her. No. So originally she was thinking that she was. No, she wasn't. All of her love was just her latching onto insecurities and admiration for Kotomi. But then she saw the opportunity here, and then it developed to wanting to do something like this. No, actually, no, she always wanted Kotomi to herself, but beforehand it was more, if you ask me, her wanting to have a relationship. Now it's just wanting her as a sex partner to herself. Disgusting. Totally disgusting. I wonder if we're going to see past the event where Yasuko and Kotomi fuck. I hope we do. Yeah, fair.
じゃあそろそろ若月琴美先輩の純潔を奪いに行きますか。
そっか。お前の好きにするがいいよ。
You don't even question it, so fucking hell.
当たり前じゃん。琴美先輩を好き勝手にするために頑張ったんだもの。
That wasn't what you were thinking at first. At first, you were thinking, I want to get Kotomi out of her way so that my friend doesn't have something that is really unsafe happen to her. She genuinely had thoughts of concern for Kotomi. But then, because she's a psychopath, if you ask me, she has these thoughts that are being made in her head by Kotomi because she's a kind person and she has a good influence on other people. But then I feel like Yasuko has kind of tried to put that into reason because she's a psychopath. How can something like that happen? And then she thinks that it's all to herself. It's just an idea that she wants Kotomi all to herself and she wants to fuck her and she loves her But then obviously the idea is encouraged more and more by the amount of pain she has to go through. And then I think the lawlessness of this place has kind of caught up with her. It's quite complicated, honestly, but yeah, it's very, very deprived. Well, it's covered in depravity. This is the least sane thing we've read in the entire... No, I can't say that. It's one of the least sane things we've read in the entire visual novel.
好き勝手にする。
You are disgusting. What's the difference between you and those men?
そこまでこだわるような女なのか本当に
Yeah, is she worth it?
どうなんだろう。
Are you ready to destroy a friendship with somebody so genuine and pure and kind? But that's the thing. If anything, their bond actually kind of connects. But it is funny that Yasuko behaves very similarly to the men in the sex scene with her and Kotomi. If you ask me. Just, I want to totally take advantage of you and I want to be above you. But then she resists. And then Yasuko, she totally loses it. Interesting that she has that thought. And that, wow. It's because you're traumatized. Exactly. No, I think it's totally reasonable. But it is an excuse. It's reasonable to understand why she wants these feelings to happen. But does that justify you doing what these people have done to you to someone else? No.
恋したんだよ。だからこだわる。
I disagree. I don't think she's in love with her. I think she's comprehending her selfish feelings as love. And that's how she puts them into words. And that's what she sees as a result of said selfish feelings. I don't think she's in love with her at all. And if it is love, it's not true love. Obviously, because couples don't go doing stuff like this to each other if they're in true love.
はあ恋か
どんな反応だよ。
予想はしていたが実際にお前の口から聞くとな
Oh, he actually thought that. I'm
やはり
surprised.
驚きはある
私の愛は歪んでいるから、今となってはこんな形でしか叶えられないけれどもさ。
Yeah, you want your first time to be with a girl. Why don't you... I don't know, maybe... Well, it's because of Yukito, that's why she's so desperate. This is still not the answer. This would never be the answer. Because who does Kotomi fuck the second she gets... Well, who does Kotomi go to the second she gets out of this? Yukito. You will always be inferior, I'm afraid. It's just the tough truth for her, but it's good that it's the truth, to be honest.
そうかこの後に及んで犯すとかある意味
Yeah,
で
befits
お前らしい
you.
初恋だとは思うよ
Yeah. You don't love her. No way. You just have an addiction for... Well, for coping with your trauma, let's be honest. Your first love. This is not love. Jesus Christ.
さてと、めちゃくちゃ犯す前にちゃんとシャワー浴びに行くかな。
Oh god, you're going to be in the shower for a long time. Where are you even going to shower? That's a good point.
旧プールのは出ないぞ新プールの使うのリスク高くないか
Yeah.
使えるよ。あれは元栓閉めてるだけだから、初日にちゃんと確認して。
Ironic.
なんだよ。こんな場所にずっといるんだったら、シャワーの確保ぐらい
That's
一番に考
hilarious.
えるつーの。
I don't like Kiyoshi's expression here. Thought like his sprite's expression, but I think that's so funny what Yasuko's saying. I agree. If you're in Yasuko's position, sure. July 18th, what? But we were on July the 16th just now. What? Huh?
大丈夫か？
結構寝てた。
ああ、すやすや寝ていたな。というか、お前ずっと徹夜だっただろ。
Yeah, funny that she's really unhealthy as well.
ずっと寝てたかったよ。夢見てさ。
Okay, well, we'll pick this up tomorrow. Just want to see something real quick. Just want to fully check. I was right, that was July the 16th. Oops.
ずっと寝てた。
Oh. Well, now I feel like my sanity for the day is gone. Thank you, Tsui no Sora. There was some good stuff in that, I can't deny. But, yeah, it was really quite interesting just to see Yasuko's feelings develop, obviously, to see just what she would do for Kotomi, and just to see how she became integrated within Takuji's cult, really. It's going to be nice to see this scene with Yasuko and Kiyoshi that happens, and also just to, in general, see how the chapter ends. I might try to get to the ending tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on whether I can make it or not. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. We're getting to the final chapter soon, which is really quite exciting. See you then.